What's going on, guys? Kage here. I told my community on Saturday, if you're not part of it, my Discord link's down below. I asked everyone if you had a top league or shrine peak you wanted me to look over and commentate over. Go ahead and send it to me, as well as some basic information. You can send it to me on a DM through Discord. You can send it to me, just tag me on my Discord, or I do have a YouTube email down below in the description if you don't want to use Discord for whatever reason. So if you have any, go ahead and contact me, and we'll put something together. Now, I have two for this week that I'm going to be showcasing. The one we're about to look at right now, which is about in the 160 to 169 top league range, and then the one tomorrow is going to be 220, the max level of the game. Now, I believe, I haven't watched this, but I believe they're very similar power, and we're going to see what's going on, as well as the person in particular asked for feedback. So if it seems like I'm being a little rough or whatnot, they are asking for this. So first, we have all three of the team we're going to be watching, as well as one of the opponents that we're going to be watching. So right here, we have Sword and Lance, which definitely that's max HP steal rate, and that's also looks like they're built for defense. Looking at their, I do really care about HP, attack, and defense here, because it gives everyone, Top League gives everyone fake HP on top of your actual HP. So it actually weighs towards Lance and Sword. But if you have a proper build, you can do well with Bow and Book. Obviously, Book's awesome. So we have 1.7 million HP, which, as we'll see, the 200, 220, we're looking at 2.5 to 3 million. So doing pretty well for their level range. Attack, it's alright. Defense is okay. And let's check out their other stats. Low crit, which is fine. Decent crit immunity. We'll see if that matters compared to the enemy we'll be looking at. High block. Decent break. What bad pierce. Decent protection for their level range, but very, very low damage increase, damage reduction. We also see the 90% HP steal rate. That is from the class advancements. It'll go up to 100 once they get to the third page. Block ignore, 33%, pretty good. Now going on into the next person, Kurosaki. Oh man, we got Ichigo here with the hair too. Okay. Now we're looking at Lance Book. So they're very, very brawlerish. They have damage increase, damage decrease going on here. Their HP is a bit lower, but their attack is definitely higher, and defense only a little bit lower. Let's look at the rest of the stats. Crit and crit immunity are both kind of low, not going to lie to you. But that is a really, really good block and break. Especially with the spear stab, is going to make his break definitely go past most people's blocks. No real pierce. Okay protection. And about the same damage increase, damage reduction as the other guy. Now, wait, that's Sword? I think that's Sword. We got the 60% HP steal rate. So yeah, they're also pretty tanky, but they went for break. Last but not least, we have Bow Book. This is our damage dealer. They have the damage artifacts. Then over here, good HP for damage dealer. Really high defense for the damage dealer, and okay attack. We're also looking at level 4 Holy Echo, it looks like. I forgot to check the other guys. No, they didn't show their echo. Then we look over here. Really high crit immunity. Very, very good. Okay block, really high break. Good pierce. Great protect. They got the best stats on the team, period, the end. All across the board, they got the best stats. So we're going to be looking at our damage dealer. And one of our opponents is going to be right here. This is the only one we're going to have stats for. The other two are going to be up in the air. So, Bow Cannon. Mega offense. They only care about damage. So, this person isn't going to bring a whole lot to the team. Unless it's Wind Chaser, which it could be bring a knockup. But with us having 2 sword users, that knock-up, knock-back is not going to work. So they better be putting out the damage. Let's see. The most HP we've seen out of all the players. Really high attack. Amazing defense. Going into the stat line. Crazy crit, which we would imagine with their 2 weapons. High crit damage. High crit immunity, high block, high break, pierce, protection's actually really high, and the most damage increase we've seen. And they're doing a very cheeky thing here with the HP steal rate. That 9%, that's 9% chance to trigger, and there's only one single target skill in the game, and that is Bow with the multi-shot. So he might get some sneaky healing in. And also we see they have the highest CP. Now let's get over into the gameplay. Alright, we're going into the finals. As we see, there's actually a pretty high power gap, CP cap. So let's see, I actually don't know who's going to win here. The right side has the strongest player and the most balanced CP. And the left side, which is the ones we've seen, is a lot weaker as far as CP is concerned, but it seems like their team synergy is definitely there. So we know everyone on the left, as well as the top right person. We do not know the other 2. So we're going to go into the finals. I moved my camera so I'm not much in the way. It looks like they are talking about going after the 5 million CP player first. Pretty decent strategy. Also, if you have the power to one-shot any of the low guys, that's also a good strategy to go for, depending on what you know your server power is. Alright, so we're kind of slow here. It looks like they... Oh, okay. Alright, so very first mistake. Yuzu, which is the one we're watching, used 1 skill in this entire time. You really want to, at the very beginning, be kind of peppering people, especially with her first skill and third skill, using those to put out damage and kind of zone people. A lot of people, even if it's not going to be a great amount of damage, if you put damage on top of them, they will usually try to get out of it. So that burns a dodge, that gets your team in a good position. So a big thing we're going to be seeing with the player that we are watching, Yuzu, is we're going to be seeing just holding on skills way too long, as well as you see, there's another 4 minutes here. That was the match before. Something I noticed from watching that, waiting for this moment to get here, is they are pressing skills, they are not targeting skills. We will see that here as well, I am sure, where I believe they're playing on mobile, and they're just clicking the button and not press and hold and put it in the position that you want it. Alright, positioning is fine. Get AoE. Used 2 dashes there, which isn't great. And as we see right here, they could be using the first skill to hit both the players, but they're just clicking the button to get somebody. As we see right here, boom, 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 damage, throw out skills, heal. Now, I don't think Yuzu, as the main damage of the team, should be even bringing heal. They should be straight damage. But if we see, it looks like the main damage is dead. The 2 tanks are doing very, very well. Kurosaki and Elkanavi. Lots of sword in this server. And you're just kind of, as we see with Yuzu, they're just kind of standing there using ranged skills in melee. After they use their Moonslash, you want to be repositioning. Ideally, they would be behind that structure right there or the same down below, using the huge range that the class has to deal with these people. Just kind of basic attacks. And right now they're just trying to AoE both people, where they should be targeting one person. Now it looks like they are going after Mist 10. Boom, boom. And then something Yuzu should be doing as well is making use of the passive. Use a skill basic, use a skill basic, use a skill basic. Mista is hanging on for forever. They're both 3.5s. And then Yuzu, a lot of Yuzu's skills are being cancelled. There we go, right there, being cancelled by the sword, by the lance. Literally standing on top of the enemy. This is not something you want to be doing. You want to be ideally behind the structure right there. Using cover is your friend. But it looks like, oh man, they are hanging on. God bless heal probably, and both of them using heal skill. And they're hitting all 3 enemies with their skills, which is giving them a lot of healing. So you need to really be at ranged. Once the big one went down, once the 5 million player went down, this should have been an easy win. But the team is not positioning well, and trying to look at the 2 swordsmen we have, it looks like they're kind of just throwing out skills, not so much trying to work together with their skills. Did we get the win based on HP? Yes. So because 3 people were alive, got the win based on HP. Yeah. If you take down Te, or however you say his name, I apologize. Take down their pure damage dealer first, and then we don't know. We know how tanky Mist is, but we don't know how tanky the 3rd player is. See, just like what Kurosaki did. Let's see. No, Elkanavi. No, Kurosaki. Throw out the skill. Perfect. And it was the tenacity ball, which is exactly what you want. It hit their Te. Oh, it looks like he's swapping weapons. Okay. Good. Actually doing a lot better this time around, but they're all 3 going on Yuzu. That's where both of the swordsmen should be holding Moonslash so Yuzu can reposition. But Te, having the highest CP, kind of feels like the squishiest on the team. Yeah, Yuzu needs to work on the skills, but it is a lot of pressure having them all on top of you. Because as we see, all three of them are targeting Yuzu. Alright, good reposition. That was a very, very good reposition. Literally walking past two of the enemies. Alright. Good, good, good. You do have to be careful because Lancer can jump that wall. This one looks like a loss. Yep. Definitely got to use the barricades a bit more, as well as it looks like they have one of the two swords. It looks like one of the two swords is trying to protect Yuzu, but the other one is kind of going for damage. They should be taking turns using their CC on Taya. Alright. Yeah, you should be using skills. There's no reason we should have all of our skills off cooldown. Good chunk. Alright, reposition. Good damage. Alright, well, got both of them with that, but they're not targeting anyone. And they're all on top of each other, so the enemy can get a nice spear drop there. Oh yeah, getting destroyed by Taya. Oh, that was a beautiful moon slash by one of the enemies. Got all three of them. Taya is a very, very squishy for being the highest CP in this game. Goes to show that CP isn't all that matters. And that's what I wanted to show you guys right there. We've seen it the entire time. Just clicking the button and not targeting, you end up throwing skills that do nothing. So right here, we're going to see the weapon change. And then the tenacity ball that went all the way to the side that could have set up the kill on Taya there. Oh, that's a lot of healing. Reposition. Good damage. If you can get this multi-arrow. Nope. It got canceled because Yuzu was too close there. And then they're just going to outlast because it's 3-on-2. And that is the match. So in the first match, we saw they are able to win if they kill him quick enough. In the second match, it seemed like Yuzu was too busy running than actually fighting, which is, you know, it's stressful if you are the main damage dealer and all three are targeting you. It is rough. I agree. But your teammates are supposed to be helping you. One was helping, but that's not enough to get three people off of you. If the other player was able to, you know, one does a moon slash knock up, wait for it to all get over, then the other does a moon slash knock up, and kind of had this chain going here, especially with one of them having Lancer to just permanently CC down one person and let Yuzu just do the damage. And the third match, it was probably the closest match out of all three. One was a shutout in one direction, second was a shutout in the other direction. The third one was relatively close. There were a lot of times that if Yuzu either pointed their skills instead of just clicking the button, or if one of the swordsmen got a good triple moon slash, then that could have won the game to time or something, just like the first match. But let me know what you guys think down below. Tomorrow we're going to have a level 220 top league, highest tier people. They've been playing the game over a year. See what they got. Till next time, guys.